me, the problems with fluorescent, or when I first saw it was, and I just looked at fluorescent pink, as we have on Revoria Press PC1120, and I thought, is it a gimmick or is it more than that?
Well, of course, there is a little bit gimmicky, and I mean, we are not the people wearing fluorescent shirts, so
not today. I was at the weekend, but not today.
Okay. It is something for special occasions, and it can be very effective because fluorescent really stands out. That's why it's being used in signage, but also in other occasions, it can be very efficient, very striking, and so on. It's only that larger companies tend to shy away from it.
Yeah.
It's not in their corporate design guidelines and so on. Although they can be very interesting.
But what surprised me as I looked more into it was how it can affect the printable gamut of a piece and the colours that you can now hit with a fluorescent in there that doesn't look like a fluorescent when it's mixed with other colours.
That's true, but it's also something which needs to be shown in a print sample. I believe that not too many print buyers know that fluorescent can be a basis for an overprint or can be mixed with processed colors and quite extend that gamut. And for example, pink can be very interesting for a strong red, but even in skin tone sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a chart here that we'll put up on the screen now. And it just shows from just simply using pink how areas like purples and oranges really can stand out. And you wouldn't think, there's a lot of fluorescent pink in that, but it just is a very rich color.
I mean, it's the end effect which counts, and especially orange. Digital print has sometimes challenges in producing strong oranges, so that can be a very welcome way in being able to produce these kind of oranges.
Yeah. So
in the end, fluorescent can be quite versatile as a standalone print, but also as a underprint or in combination with a processed color print.
Yeah.
So I could see quite a number of uses in there.
Yeah, and what again another surprise to me was adding pink and replacing some magenta with pink, which we've built a feature into the Revoria Press PC1120 that will automatically do that depending on the strength that you want. Helps with skin tones not only for people with pink skin but of all shades. It adds a richness and a smoothness to the print that surprised me.
It is quite fascinating to see how that can be used. So I myself, a few years ago when I saw it the first time, I was also quite surprised that it can be used in that way. But again, it needs market education and especially samples to show a comparison standard CMYK versus ones using like a fluorescent pink.
Yeah, so for photo books and things like that, it's a real benefit.
Yes, not just for photo books, but for any kind of communication which needs to grab attention.